What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing the Smackdown review. We started off with Samoa Joe coming out. He goes under the ring, grabs a ladder, sets it up, climbs and grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase. He then cuts a promo about Money in the Bank and starts running down Daniel Bryan, bringing up his wife and his kid, which spurs Daniel Bryan to come out. He says, "If you ever mention my wife and my daughter again, I will break your leg." He then says to Samoa Joe, "Let's go ahead and fight right now." As they're starting to square off, Big Cass comes out with a crutch. He runs down Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe and says, as per Paige, that their match will not happen, that it will be Big Cass versus Samoa Joe when he's clear to wrestle again. He then says, "I'm already clear," swings his crutch. Daniel Bryan ducks, and it hits Samoa Joe. Daniel Bryan then goes on the attack, hitting Big Cass. Big Cass slings Daniel Bryan into the ladder, grabs a Money in the Bank briefcase, hits Samoa Joe, and then hits Daniel Bryan. He stands tall in the ring, holding up the briefcase. In a backstage interview, Paige says that she's going to make a triple threat match tonight, Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe versus Big Cass. We then go to our first match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ty Dillinger. I kind of forgot he was part of the roster. This was actually a surprisingly decent match. I thought Shinsuke Nakamura was going to run all over Ty Dillinger, but Ty Dillinger actually put up a pretty good fight. Although Shinsuke Nakamura got the Kinshasa for the pin, after the match, Nakamura hits the Kinshasa to the back of Ty Dillinger's head and then shows everybody that he can count to 10. We then have Lana versus Naomi in a dance-off. I mean, what? A dance-off?
What the fuck?
What the hell? Please tell me what relevance this makes in anything. Tom Phillips says this is going to build momentum to Money in the Bank.
Dude.
How? Please tell me in God's fuck how that's going to build momentum. This was 5 minutes of my time wasted. I'm not even going to get into it. It was fucking ridiculous. Thankfully, we come back to the New Day versus The Miz and The Bar. This was a really good match. There were a lot of tags, good bit of high flying, and as you can guess from the heels, a whole bunch of shenanigans going on. Big E got the big ending on The Miz for the pin. Like I said, this was a good match. Thankfully, it was a good match after the train wreck we just saw with that dance-off. We then have Mandy Rose versus Asuka. As Asuka was coming down the ramp, she was attacked by Sonya Deville. Once the match started, it actually was pretty decent. It was a good match. There was a lot of offense from Mandy Rose and Asuka, but Asuka got the Asuka lock on Mandy Rose for the win. We then come to our main event, Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe versus Big Cass. This was a good match too. They let it run for a long time. Everybody got a ton of offense in. It looked like it can go either way. Daniel Bryan went for the pin on Cass, but Samoa Joe got him into coquina clutch. Daniel Bryan passed out and the referee called the match. So Samoa Joe is the final participant in the men's Money in the Bank match. After the match, Big Cass kicked Daniel Bryan in the head, so I guess this is going to line up a match with them at Money in the Bank as well. All in all, this was a really good Smackdown, with the exception of the dance-off, which I don't know what in God's name were they fucking thinking on that one. Everything else was really good. The Dillinger-Nakamura match, which I thought was going to be a straight-out squash match, actually turned out to be pretty decent. The six-man tag match, which I kind of feel was kind of just shoved together, was pretty good as well. The Mandy Rose-Asuka match was good, and the triple threat match ended the night off really well. So like I said, all in all, it was a good Smackdown. But that'll do it for this episode of Smackdown Review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Smackdown or what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.